We're gonna do an unboxing of this ice cream machine. We're gonna make some ice cream with it, do a full review, and then I'm gonna tell you how you can win this. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, so I was not given this machine. I got a discount on this machine, but I still had to pay for it. It's not a particularly well-known brand. I think it's certainly getting bigger. It's a Chinese company, and you know they have warehouses and distribution all over the world. But it's just really well priced. It's I think full retail price is 239 Canadian, so you know sub 200 US dollars, sub 200 GBP. And for a compressor machine, that's pretty good value, to be fair. There's not many under or around that price. You've got to go a bit higher. You've got the Cuisinart ICE 100, ICE 100. That's a great little machine. You know, it doesn't produce a lot of overrun, and a lot of these machines won't, because that's just the nature of them. The dashers don't spin fast enough and the motors aren't strong enough to increase the air. But you know, that side, you can make some really, really good ice cream. So let's get it out of the box. Instruction pamphlet. Plastic dasher. Really crappy ice cream scoop. Nothing else in the box. Okay, what do we see? Let me get my phone so you can actually, wherever that is. I want you to see what I see. So here we go. Subtle branding down here, not. But you know, machine feels good quality, stainless steel finish. It's got a reasonable weight to it too. I was kind of, that's really annoying me. I need to just get rid of that. Yeah, it's got a good weight to it. You know, a lot of these machines are really lightweight, but this one's pretty good. Twist off lid. And inside, I don't know, have a look at that in a minute. But there's our bowl. It kind of is like the Cuisinart ICE 100. This bowl is the same kind of thing. And what have we got here? We've got a start, pause, menu, power, and then some kind of adjuster dial. Down at the sides and the back, there's the label. Yeah. What is this thing? That is a measuring cup. Good. Random. So, downside so far, this ice cream scoop is just straight for the bin. Vevor, if you're watching this is going to break in about 30 seconds. Don't even bother. The dasher feels pretty rigid. Again, it's very similar to the Cuisinart ICE 100 kind of design. The ICE 100 had, or used to, I don't know if it still does, come with two different dashers, a gelato one and an American ice cream one. It's total sales rubbish. You don't need those two. You just need something to turn it. These machines won't increase overrun based on the dasher. It will increase overrun a little bit based on recipe. So You don't need that. Let's open a pamphlet and see what we got. It's got R134A refrigerant inside. That's good. 180 watt total power consumption, capacity 2 liters. It is the ICE model 2032. Wasn't that a Battlefield game? Or was that 2042? It's been a long time since I played that. Refill lid. Yeah, that's another nice little feature as well. And some of the ICE 100 models had this, where you've got your lid here. And if you want to put add-ins, then you just lift that up and put them in there. So that's nice. Nice little feature there. Just to confirm, this machine was not given to me. I had to buy this machine. I did get a discount, and I do have affiliate links in the description for this machine in different parts of the world, should you want to try it if you are not lucky enough to win this machine. Power, yeah, okay. 60 power button, and then 60 where you adjust the time using this. There are 3 working modes for options: ice cream, cooling only, and mixing only. Well, that's interesting. So you can actually just mix stuff in there. I don't know what that's for. Cooling only, don't know. Electron knob. Turn the knob to, so this is for your working time. Fine. The ice cream is 60-minute time, the cooling only is 30-minute time, and the mixing only is 10 minutes in respectively. So we've got a clean our machine. That's very standard stuff. Something that this is advertised to do, and I'm not sure I'm going to recommend you use it this way, is to put your warm base in, then run the cooling phase to cool it down, and then churn your ice cream mix. So a mixing phase, which would be cold, then the cooling phase to bring it down to temperature, and then the ice cream phase. I guess you could. I mean, hey, if this actually does cool your mix after you've cooked it on the hob, and then you can turn it into ice cream, but that's gonna take a while. But hey, if it does that, that's really good. That's a really good feature. After the ice cream is finished and without any other operation, the machine will start the keep cool function automatically, which keeps it cool for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the machine will enter standby. Another nice function. So if you walk away from your machine and you forget that it's about finished, then it will keep it down to temperature for 10 minutes, so you don't have to worry about it over churning. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. I am going to wash these parts up and then assemble. So I'll come back once I've done that. So as this machine wasn't given to me, I can do a nice, straightforward, honest review. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that get given stuff. And this is everywhere. This is not just YouTube. Amazon as well is terrible for it. Where, you know, they'll give someone something and then there's this level of expectation to have or to receive a good review. Thankfully, there are still some people that don't do that and give honest reviews, and that's really what we all need. We need honest reviews on everything, because you know what it's like. You look online and everything is 5-star rated. There is no way that everything can be 5-star rated, because there is no single product that is right for everybody. Right, a little rant over, a little bit of water on there, let's get rid of that. It's a nice looking machine. I gotta say that. It's a nice looking machine. It's got good weight to it. The dasher is clean and in there. The bowl is in there as well. Let me show you the underside. So this is what's underneath. This is what powers and turns, doesn't power it. This is what turns the dasher. That part there sits on the receiver, which is the other side of here. That there. So your dasher sits on top like so. When you put these types of bowls in a machine, this will be the same for the Ice 100 as well, the Cuisinart Ice 100. You've got to make sure that it sits in properly. You've got to make sure that you just give it a little jiggle and then it will sit down. And it will sit itself over the top of that gear, and you can actually feel it with your hands that it's not actually going to turn anywhere until the motor runs. That means that you're fully engaged with the spindle. So is there a way to put this in? Maybe. Yeah. Nope. Is that how it goes in? Is that how it goes in? Okay. So there's a little arrow on the side of the lid here. And actually you want to put it at about the 10 o'clock position and then turn it anti-clockwise or counterclockwise until it locks into place. Nice. Right. Let's just turn it on. All right. Lots of beeping going on. Lots of beeping going on, and we got a flash 0. What does menu does? Nothing. Power. Okay, so it's flashing our 60. That's our time. Cooling, mixing. All right, so you can just turn this back to adjust the time. Looks like it's got a 5-minute minimum, 60 maximum. Cooling, you can increase the cooling up to 60, so that's good if you're just chilling down your mix. I don't know, you know what, I really like that function, that's cool. Mixing, I imagine this goes up to 62, yeah, as in 60 also. So it's a 5-minute minimum, 60-minute maximum, but we're gonna do ice cream. I hope it's not gonna take 60 minutes, but let's just see. We can just leave it running if necessary. So I have a base pre-made in the fridge. It's chilled, well, a couple of days now. It's chocolate, it's Valrhona. Let's pre-chill for 10 minutes. Let's pre-chill. We're gonna do cooling setting for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna measure the temperature. So I'll come back in 10 minutes time. Actually, no. Let's measure the temperature first. (21.7 centigrade). We'll come back in 10 minutes and see what it's at. All right, we are 10 seconds away from this 10-minute pre-chill. It didn't do anything for the first like 90 seconds. And then the compressor kicked in and pre-chilled, it is gone down to -1. So actually that's a really nice feature. That's a pre-chill function, whether that's chilling down your mix or pre-chilling your machine before putting your mix in without the dasher turning. That's really, really nice. But anyway, we've got ice cream base here. So it's gone back into standby. Ice cream, we're gonna do, let's put this thing to the test. Let's give it 40 minutes. Go. Noise, it's not spinning as fast as the Muso machine. I wouldn't expect it to. It's spinning very similar to speed to the Ice 100. Let me show you how fast this is spinning. Very standard speed for a home machine, like that. We're gonna leave this just a minute to chill down. You pre-chill your base in the fridge. Get this thing running for 5 minutes and then pour it in. It's going to be that easy. I'm going to leave this running for just a few minutes longer. I want this to be cold. You know, 40, what did I say? 40 minutes I set it for. I want this to be cold. So let's leave it for 5 minutes before we put the base in. Let's give it a fighting chance, because I pre-chill my machine. I pre-chill every commercial machine apart from batch freezers, which do it automatically. And you should too. I can hear the motor inside. The compressor has now started running. The cooling air comes out the side. So it's, again, we're looking at 90 seconds. There's like a 90-second delay before the actual compressor kicks in. That is likely down to power usage. It's called power cycling. Yeah, temperature's coming down now. It's called power cycling, where something isn't turned on immediately because something else is drawing the startup power. When high amperage electronics take up too much power for startup, if you have all those things start up together, it's too much draw. So you cycle the startup process, and that's likely what's happening here. 35 minutes left. Let's get the ice cream base out. We've not gone too mad. I made a chocolate base a couple of days ago. I've put some, I haven't unboxed the Ninja Creamy yet, but I have taken one of the containers out and I've cleaned it and filled it with this exact chocolate ice cream. So what we are going to be able to do is, when I do the unboxing for that, is compare the two results. Okay, quick stir. Put that over there. Let's just get it in. Right, lid back on. Let's see what happens. 35 minutes. I will come back as we get closer to the finish. Yeah, let's get some out. Let's just pause it. We're gonna just turn it off. Lid is nice and clean. So something to remember, I put in here about a pint, maybe just over, something like that. So let's just remove the bowl. I think I need a new one. I'd say that this is probably around -8, -9, you know, a Canadian Tuesday. So let's just move the machine gently over there. Actually, I might just move it around here. So it's still in the shot-ish. Let's get our bowl and let's see what this ice cream has turned out like. So time-wise, we turned it off after about 25 minutes for a pint. How does that equate to, you know, a professional machine? It's slow. How does it compare to any other homemade machine? Yeah, it's not too bad. It's about the same, to be fair. You know, you're not going to get professional results from a machine that costs 20% of a professional machine. It's just not going to happen. So it's good ice cream. Let's get this out into our bowl. Smooth. I mean, the ice cream's great. Obviously, it's a good recipe. Take the opportunity to eat ice cream, why not? So, let's talk about, let's get this in a tub. Don't want to waste it. Pros and cons of this machine. Pros. Whoop. Straight in. Pros. It's compact. It's cheap. It's really cheap for a compressor-based ice cream machine. Like I said, this is like under $200 US dollars. This is under, look at me making a mess, under £200. You don't need, someone told me that I must have a huge mouth getting that spoon in there. Well, if the boot fits. Yeah, it's cheap. It makes ice cream in a reasonable length of time. I mean, I love that cooling feature. That was really good. You know, it was getting cold. It was, you know, like -3, -4 centigrade by the time I turned it off and turned the ice cream setting on. It's slower than my Muso machine by quite a margin. I would expect that. You know, this recipe churned in 11 minutes in my Muso machine. I'm going to say that this one is going to take about 25 to 30 minutes, which in reality is exactly the same length of time that the Cuisinart Ice 100 takes for this kind of recipe. So it's well in line with what you'd expect from a home machine. Cons: it's loud. The motor is loud. It's, again, there's this level of quality. You know, on the higher end machines, the motors are insulated against sound as well as vibration, so they're much quieter. But that's one of just many reasons why this machine is cheaper. You know, so it is loud. If you live in an open plan house like we do, then if you want to sit down and watch telly or, I don't know, chill and do whatever you like to do, it's gonna be pretty noisy. The dasher speed is too slow. I'm going to eat this while I talk. Dasher speed is too slow. It could do with being, you know, 25% faster. That in reality would make it freeze quicker. But you know, the noise, the speed at which it churns, and the amount of time that it takes to churn are probably the negatives for this machine. One big negative is a massive branding on top of it. All in all, you know, this is a really decent machine. It's going to take, well, this is a 2 litre capacity. So assuming you're going to get, I don't know, maybe 15% over and out of this, maybe. So assuming you get that, you could safely put, you know, 1.5 litres in there. It's going to take a while to churn 1.5 litres worth of mix. So keep that in mind. There's going to be a pattern, a really good way to set this machine up. And for me, it's likely going to be something like use the chill feature for like 30 minutes. And then, or maybe even not 30 minutes, maybe use the chill feature for like 10 minutes and then put the ice cream function on to 60 minutes and leave it running for 10 or 15 minutes to get it really cold as it can get. Then the dasher's turning as you're filling up the mix. You can't stop that. It's not really a major issue. You can just pour it straight over the top of the dasher as it's turning. It's not really an issue. But really nice little machine. You know, really nice little machine for a really cheap way of getting homemade ice cream in a reasonably short period of time. Yeah, it's nice. It's good. The whole, you don't need to. There's a battle between ice cream machines in the world today, and that is how quickly can you make ice cream? This thing came out for that reason. How quickly can you make ice cream? Well, you can make frozen desserts in this, but we're going to do a review on this in a couple of weeks. Because, you know, this channel is all about ice cream, and I'm not going to make the hideous social media recipes on the Ninja Creamy. This is the best ice cream in the world. You know, it really isn't. It's likely crap, and most of them are. So we're gonna elevate the Ninja Creamy, but you know, you still have to pre-freeze that base. You still have to pre-freeze that, and then I know that I said this one is loud. If you've never had a Ninja Creamy, wait until you hear that thing. It's like a jet engine running in your house. You cannot use a Ninja Creamy if you've got a toddler asleep upstairs. It's horrendously loud, but it does make ice cream. It will make it really quickly, really quickly. But it's about time spent, isn't it? You know, if you want to make a base and have it warm, I mean, if you use stabilizers, you've got to cool that down from 85 centigrade down to, you know, 3. You can either put it in a fridge, you can either stir it over an ice bowl or in an ice bath, or put it in here with the cooling function on for 30 minutes or even an hour. You're done, you're chilled. I'm gonna give this exact machine away. I will put a link in the description, and I'll put on the screen here a link to my website where you can enter. You don't need to do anything apart from fill out the form, and I will just randomly pick someone from the entries. Some things to note is it is a 110, 120 volt machine. It is in North America, so it is 110, 120, 60 hertz, okay? So if your country does not use that level of voltage, you're going to struggle to use this. You can use power inverters and change it up, but I'm not going to buy one of those for you. If you end up winning this machine and you are in a 240 volt country, it is up to you to figure out how to power it, okay? But there we go. Ice cream machine giveaway. Head to my website, enter, and I will pick a winner within the next 14 days, and I will announce it on here and on my social media, which is generally Instagram because I don't use Facebook anymore. But I hope you enjoyed this review on a really smart, nice, cheap compressor ice cream machine from Vevor. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because we are going to do a review on a Ninja Creamy and start Ninja Creamy recipes. I'm not giving that away, unfortunately, because so many people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have asked me to do Ninja Creamy recipes, so that one's staying with me. I will see you next time for another luxury ice cream video.